A lot of people ask, how do I react quickly as my character? I have two tools for you that can help. Focusing your lens and using directed emotion. If I asked you to name 15 things right now, is that easy or hard? What if I asked you to name 15 things around you? Was that easier? Was it faster? For me, both. I'm not just trying to throw in whatever word comes to mind. I've narrowed down the options so I'm not overwhelmed. Let's take it to the table. You have a character, someone who has a specific personality. That focuses the lens. I'll grab a random personality trait. If your character's primary personality trait is kind, then the way you respond to things happening around you is narrowed down. So if someone comes to me for help, got a copper to spare? I can say anything except because I chose kind. I don't have to think of all the possible responses to this request. I simply choose a response that falls in the realm of kind. I've only got a silver. You know what? Take it. Pay it forward. Every other possible response can be tossed away. My character has more personality traits than that. Great. So then you can broaden your range of responses to include those traits too. But if you're just starting off and the possibilities seem daunting, focus in on one trait at a time so that it'll be easier and quicker for you. And then in another moment, switch to another aspect of your personality. My character is also insecure. Bobby, would you go ask her for help? Bobby seems scared. Me? But a guy like me, you can do it. I have to make sure things are good here. Please. Okay. Bobby's gonna shuffle forward towards the doctor, trying to meet her eyes. But every time he does, he'll look back down in fear. Can I help you? Yes. No. I need your help, but I need you to help someone else. Can you come with you? Yeah. So now we've established a second trait. So then in the future, if we feel comfortable enough to do it, we can combine the two. Bobby's gonna get a bouquet of flowers and a basket of pastries for the town doctor. Yeah, great. So you enter with your gifts, you hear the ding-a-ling of the bell on the door, and a "be right out" from the back. It's the doctor's voice. Take your time. Sorry. Oh, how did you know? What? Well, there's a patient here whose father was supposed to bring some pastries for lunch. He hadn't arrived yet. Did he tell you to bring these? Yeah, that's exactly what these are for. The flowers, the pastries, they're for that patient. Bobby is gonna try to sneakily pull the card away from the flowers. And we can see how kindness spurred our character to action. But then the insecurity came in and overrode his initial intention. And the further desire to be kind commits him to the situation. But there was one loose end, the card, that has to be retrieved, which could be a really fun sleight of hand roll, especially on a failure. Every time we focus on a trait or several traits, we get the chance to see how they stand in the face of different situations, different circumstances. Now let's talk about emotions. Emotions are powerful tools in roleplay, but in order to use them, we have to make them directed. By that I mean, first we have to justify them. We can't just choose to feel sad. We should have a reason to feel sad. Bobby is feeling sad because he couldn't save everyone. Next, we use that emotion to affect our existing character traits. So you're not just generic sad. Your sadness changes how you be you, using emotion to heighten, add, or remove a character trait temporarily. Let's say that things developed with the doctor in a romantic sense. So Bobby is now feeling happy, loving, and loved. When those emotions are affecting him, his kindness might reach new heights. You got a copper? I've got a gold for you. You know what? 2 gold, 3 gold. It's a good day. But there's a flip side of that coin. If my character Bobby is normally a kind person, and something happened to make him angry, can you spare a— No, why don't you get a job? We can see that the kind trait is temporarily turned off because of his anger, which may result in some damage control later. I'm sorry, I had some things happen and I was having a hard time. It's okay, sometimes we have bad days. I hope you have a 3 gold day again soon. And we might be able to see some more character traits develop as a result of this roleplay, which can develop and flesh out our character even more. If Bobby's feeling happy, that insecure side might fade away a little bit. Wow, you're walking with a pep in your step. Yeah, it feels nice. But if Bobby's feeling angry, that insecure side might flare up even more. Hey, why don't you see that doctor friend of yours? Friend? Of course, she probably sees me as just a friend. So you can play around with your character traits and allow emotions to affect how you express them to further enhance and make your roleplay more dynamic, while giving you a chance to respond more quickly by focusing your lens.